Guys, week 4, stretching class number 2. Today we're gonna build on this stretching idea that we did last week. If you guys remember, we were doing this kind of isometric stretching where we're taking each leg individually and we're putting it out. Today we're gonna add a little bit of something to this because we talked about last time it's a progression. So she's gonna lay down like before. She's gonna go nice and flat and straight. She's gonna pick one leg in the air. From here, I'm gonna step on the pant leg just like this, and I'm gonna push as far as she can go. So this is the same as last time, right? We hold our 30 seconds, our minute here like this, after which we do another inch, after which we do another inch, and we keep doing it like that. Like I said, I usually like to do it for about 3 minutes. So I do the first one. She tells me when to stop when I'm at max stretch for her. Stop. Right? So we're holding here for a minute. From here, after this minute, I give her another inch. She tells me when to stop, right? From here, we hold this for about a minute. I give her one more. Here. Now, that part's the same, a minute each time. What's gonna be different now is that when we're done with this minute, now we're gonna do this kind of this isolating thing. So what she's gonna do is she's gonna start pushing up against me. So you can see there's a little bit of resistance. I'm kind of moving back. I don't wanna move back. I don't wanna force her, but I don't wanna let that leg move back. She's pushing real hard. You can see her legs starting to shake. She's really pushing. Hopefully at this point even she's straightened out because she's pushing, like actually pushing. Right? Now it's very important. We're gonna do this for about 30 seconds to a minute. She's pushing back on me, right? You can tell from her face, it's pretty hard. What's gonna happen is in a second, I'm gonna tell her to stop. When she stops pushing, what she's doing is she's just letting it relax. Now what I'm gonna do when that happens is I'm actually just gonna keep pushing. So she should still be pushing up against me. Now I say relax, and you can see the stretch has increased dramatically, right? What we're doing is we're exhausting these tendons by having to push, by having to contract. So when it goes loose, the muscle itself kind of goes, you know, it's kind of tired. Same way she kind of went, she kind of sighed. So now we're holding this for a minute, right? So we're holding this like this. Again, after the minute, she starts pushing again. I like to do the push for about 30 seconds or so, not quite a minute. So she's pushing hard, really hard, as hard as she can. Push, push, push. I want to see the face. I want to see the struggle, right? She's pushing, she's pushing. Then I say release. And look at that. We got another good 4 or 5 inches. This is a great way to increase your stretch. Obviously, as before, we bring this in, push it in like this. We bring it all the way back out, bring it back in like this, then let it go gently to the floor, and now we'll do the exact same thing on the other leg, so on and so forth. So we're here, step on the pant leg, everything the same. So again, we'll go to max stretch. Let's say she's at max stretch. So we're here, 1 minute, then another inch, then another minute there, the last inch, right? We're here just like that. When we get done with that, so again, minute each time, she starts pushing back. You can see I might even have to use both hands if she's really strong and she's actually pushing. We're here, I say release, and I keep the pressure consistent. That's where this stretch happens. A lot of people start to push, so she's pushing, pushing, and then they stop, and then they try to go. That defeats the purpose, guys. It's that constant pressure that sneaks in those extra couple inches. If you do it, right, we'll do a little experiment here. She's here, she's pushing, right? I tell her to stop pushing, and then I push. Just from her natural flexibility, that's about as far as she can go. Now, she starts pushing up against me again, okay? I'm really working hard to hold it there. She relaxes. Look at how much more we increase that time. I even kind of adjust myself so that we can continue to do that. So that's how this stretch works. Again, we bring it back in, here, bring it out, here, this way, just like that. That's how that works. All right, guys, the big question. What if I don't have a professional Taekwondo master partner that I can work with and make sure that I'm getting a good stretch even when I have a bad teeny bopper attitude? What she's gonna do is she's gonna grab a towel. She's gonna wrap her leg around said towel just like that. She's gonna bring the knee. Again, we talked about this last time. Foot's here just for stability. When you don't have someone to hold this leg out, it kind of gets a little bit tough for the stability. So we just kind of put that foot flat on the floor like this. We don't need it tight. We just need just a good balancing, stabilized angle. Now she starts pulling on herself, and it's the same thing. We do a minute here, then another minute, just like that. Then when we get done, that's when she starts pushing again. And again, if she's really pushing, this leg should go nice and straight, but she's holding on really tight, not letting the leg win, right? You can see just for demonstration purposes, she already came back up. But if she was way over here where she was before, right? She's pushing against herself. She wants to really fight hard to hold that. When she releases, She keeps that constant pulling pressure back down. In fact, Maisie at this point can grab her leg. Not everyone will be that flexible, but that's what we do. Then she starts again, pushes up against herself. She's holding it, right? Holding. At this point, she releases. She's pulling a little more. And you can see that's a huge increase, even from when we started at the beginning when we were working together. That's the secret to this style of stretching. So she goes the other leg. She puts this one flat. She laces the towel on the foot. She's here. This is just for stability. She starts going as far as she can. So we hold it for a minute there. So maybe she has a stopwatch. Maybe she's looking at the clock on the TV, wherever it is. She's there. After the minute, she starts pulling a little further. Holds for a minute there. She pulls again. There, she's at max stretch. At this point, she starts pushing. Like I said, if she's pushing, she's straightening everything out the way it's supposed to be. She's holding with her arms, and her leg is fighting really hard to go in this direction. The arm's keeping this constant pressure in this direction. Once she releases, she keeps pulling. You can see already she's increased the stretch. If she's this flexible, she can even just grab her own leg. So she's pulling as far as she can. We're holding that for that minute. At this point, she's gonna start straightening out, pushing really hard. She's using her arms to pull and make sure that that doesn't win. The leg is still pushing up against. So the leg's going this way, arms are going that way. When she releases, that constant pressure should allow her to get further out. Okay guys, so remember with this stretching, the constant pressure going against and trying to exhaust the tendon is the goal. We should be able to increase ourselves naturally that way. And then obviously a little bit we want to give concern to natural range. But if you keep with that, just like we talked about in the other videos, slow, steady progress is the best way.